Now, Dr. Shola Mos-Shogbamimu, a lawyer and political and women's rights activist. She joins us live from London. Apologies there for your introduction, Dr. Shola. Thank you very much for your time, first of all. With the latest Israeli blockade on the Rafah border crossing on the Palestinian side, aid agencies, they're warning that the humanitarian situation is just going to get worse and worse. What's the biggest concern here? Is it food? Is it fuel? Is it medicine? Water, as we've been mentioning there?
I mean, that's like asking me, what do I need more, food or water? I need both. These are basic human rights. So it's not one or the other. And the fact that an occupying power like Israel can do that to an entire civilian population, that is a crime against humanity. The persistent blockade of and bombing, should I just say, as you just reported, the bombing of wells, the denial of water, food, fuel, and all of the basic human rights. These are all the elements of genocide. This is clearly an intention of Israel to collectively punish the Palestinian people. So it's not one or the other. They need it all.
And Dr. Shola, as the occupying power in Gaza, how much does the responsibility lie with Israel to ensure the safety, in particular, the safe evacuation of the near 1.5 million Palestinians in Rafah?
Well, there's no doubt that Israel has a legal obligation as an occupying force. Under the Fourth Hague Convention, a territory is considered occupied when it's placed under the effective control of a foreign power, which is what is happening with Israel and Gaza right now. And the reality here is that Israel is in violation of this international standard. Now, some people say, well, I'm sorry, but Israel is not signed up to the Fourth Hague Convention. Well, news for you, the Fourth Hague Convention is considered customary international law, so Israel does not need to be party to it. It still binds Israel. And there is no evidence whatsoever that Israel is doing anything remotely necessary to secure the safety and health of every single Palestinian in Gaza. Every zone Israel has sent Palestinians to as a safe zone, Israel has bombed Palestinians on their way to the zone, at the zone, and keeps moving them for the sole purpose. The only purpose, as far as I can see, is to continue its collective punishment. Let's be clear here that what we are seeing with Israel is no doubt, in my mind, what we are seeing here is that this persistent blockade of humanitarian aid, this persistence in not securing their safety, as far as I can see it, Israel is not satisfied. It has reduced the Palestinian people to a desperate, helpless, fearful, powerless, hungry people living in impossible and deteriorating conditions. Israel wants Palestinians completely and utterly destroyed. That is the evidence before our eyes.
Dr. Shola, I did want to ask you about yet another grim discovery of another mass grave at the Al-Shifa hospital. It's becoming very apparent that this is part of an evolving story. 7 have now been discovered across Gaza. Does this amount to yet more evidence of war crimes being committed in Gaza by Israel?
Absolutely. I mean, history teaches us that the presence of mass graves is evidence of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. That's exactly what we are seeing here. We do not need to see another mass grave to know that this is exactly what Israel is doing. Because there's no doubt in my mind, again, that Israel's persistent, pervasive, cruel, genocidal collective punishment of Palestinians is with deliberate intent and depraved indifference to life and liberty. This is what Israel is doing. I do not understand how people or countries like the United Kingdom and United States and Germany can continue to excuse this behavior, diminish it, and act as though Palestinians' lives don't matter. This is exactly what is wrong. We are seeing and witnessing today, what we are seeing in the last 200 plus days from Israel is a genocide.
Dr. Shola, you're a women's rights activist, and it's women and children who really are the true victims of this war. What words do you have to say about the suffering of both women and children in Gaza?
I'll tell you this, it's heartbreaking because I feel as though in the last 6 months, my heart, my soul, and my mind have been emotionally, mentally, psychologically assaulted by Israel's commission of crimes against humanity with such impunity. Israel has succeeded in actually normalizing the extermination of children. Can you believe that? That you have people who can excuse the extermination of children as right to defend itself. And Israel has sanitized genocide of women, the sexual abuse of women, rape of women, all in the name of Zionism. It has weaponized the Holocaust to censor public dissent, and it has desensitized the West under the banner of white supremacy and anti-Islam. So when I speak about the horror happening to women, children in Palestine, I think it's so important for us to understand that if that was your child, you will do everything in your power to stop it. If that was your mother, your sister, your friend, your daughter, you will stand up, you will speak up. And it's time for us as a people, I mean, the fact that we don't live in Palestine, in Gaza, does not mean that we should not be speaking up. We need to use our people power to call back and hold Israel to account and our governments to account, because enough is enough. I don't know how many more mass graves, how many more children being bumped and sniped in the head we need to see to say that this is wrong. This is genocide. This is evil. It is a crime against humanity. Israel has no right to do this. There's nothing that happened on October 7th that justifies this disproportionate crime against humanity. It's just utterly wrong. And I'm sure you can tell from my response that I am angry. I am so angry about women, children, and innocent men, all of them innocent.
Dr. Shola, thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Shola Mos-Shogbamimu speaking to us live there.